I'm officially in Washington. Bridge of the Gods behind me. I'm gonna try to slow it down to 25 miles a day. First stop's gonna be Trout Lake, about 75 miles in, so about 3 days in. And it's raining a little bit, cold, windy, it's okay. Still enjoying it. Morning start in Washington. Rained all night on us. Had to get up out of our tents regardless this morning. Got my rain kilt on. It's working pretty good. Starting the day off with a 3,000 foot climb. We just got our first trail magic in Washington. It actually wasn't trail magic. We got to this dirt road. We were drying our tents and our sleeping bags on the road. And Aurora was walking out back to the trail. A car comes down and Aurora stops the car and begs the woman for soda. So the woman actually gave us all soda. Not trail magic, but it is trail magic. Been walking for an hour and a half already this morning. My shorts felt really uncomfortable for some reason. I looked down and they're inside out. The underwear liner is on the outside. My shorts are inside out. Been wearing like that all morning. It's a new low. Just did another 3,000 foot climb. That's our first view of Mount Adams. We should skirt the side of it in just a couple days from now. Nice little sunrise in the Cascades. That's still Mount Adams right there. Gonna head to Trout Lake today. 26-mile day and a 13-mile hitch. We made it to Trout Lake. We're at the Trout Lake Valley Inn right now. We got a hitch to the hotel from a super nice gentleman called Doug. He runs the PCTA in the area. We got a ride into town from some other awesome people. They let us ride in the back of their truck. It took us about 40 minutes to find a hitch. We went to the store, got some hiker trash stuff, PCT beer, hot dogs, chicken, chips, hiker trash food, and we're gonna roll back out on trail tomorrow morning. Walking back to the general store at Trout Lake, Doug has a 10:30 shuttle for us to get back on trail. Beautiful town. Mount Adams right on the side. When we got to the general store, the shuttle was all filled up, so we got a ride in the back of a pickup truck. And we're sitting on a couch. We started to get real hungry, so I sat down. Got a frozen Don Miguel chicken chimichanga. This is the view. Been climbing all afternoon. This is the last little bit of climbing up to Sispus Pass. It's right in front of us. A little bit of snow up there. Beautiful blue sky. It rained on us all night, but we got to dry out all our stuff at lunch once it cleared up. Found a whole field of these fuzzy wuzzy plants. Fuzzy wuzzy. Fuzzy wuzzy. This is what makes Washington so beautiful. We came down the pass over here. Came down, waterfalls, fuzzy wuzzies, and there's even a whole flock of mountain goats up there, it looks like. Beautiful morning. Sea of clouds all over. The big homie Mount Adams saying what up. That might be Mount St. Helens. Chop the top off, call it Amber Rose. We're going up the trail right now. We're walking towards Knife's Edge. It's an iconic section of the PCT. We're gonna hit it in a couple miles. First view of Mount Rainier over there. Good memories of doing the Wonderland Trail with my buddy Jackson. Walking on a little bit of snow right here. Just a little bit. Official PCT's down there somewhere, skirting the bottom. We took the gangster route, of course. Get to see Rainier. St. Helens. And Adams as well. Why not? We're making the fat descent off the detour. That's That's the top of Old Snowy. We're right on the side of it. Nice snow patch. I guess we're not glissading today. We're gonna make a descent, and that's the nice edge right over there. Been walking along nice edge. Big old drop off on this side, and a big old drop off on this side as well. Our next stop is going to be White Pass today. This is the official PCT for about 16 miles. There's a fire, so it's closed. They made a nice little detour around the fire, and that caught on fire, so this is the McDouble detour. We're going to go on that. So we're a mile into the alternate trail, and the Irish guy comes from the north, and he tells us about the alternate trail, which is a different trail, more treacherous, but it goes down to really close to the town of Packwood. It's a real town. Originally we were going to resupply at the Cracker Barrel at White Pass. That's more of like a gas station, so we're going to go to a real town, get some real food, and then hitch to White Pass in the morning. We got down to Packwood Lake. Trying to walk to the trailhead now and try to find a hitch. We made it to Packwood. It was a long road walk. We called the trail angel called Mama G. She came to pick us up. Packwood's having some sort of a flea market festival. It's a ton of people out, and we found some good food. We found some char siu bao, some Chinese food, some egg rolls. We eating good again. We're at the White Pass Cracker Barrel. Mama G right over there. She let us stay in her yard yesterday, cooked us spaghetti dinner. It was so lovely. Just walked out of White Pass. The next stop's going to be Snoqualmie Pass in about 100 miles. Scenery's really nice so far, this section of Washington, so we'll see if I slow it down. Hopefully I'll get there in 4 days, and that'll wrap it up for this video. Shout out to Mama G. She's the trail angel that picked us up yesterday from the trail. She housed 15 hikers yesterday night in her small home. She's just one person, made everyone dinner, and she drove every single person back to trail 20 miles today. So she did at least 3 or 4 trips, 140 driving miles maybe. Just a wonderful person. I got really good news when I was in town. There was a fire closure that closed the Canadian border, so you couldn't actually finish the PCT. It got reopened. There is a small detour, but you could still finish in Manning Park. So lovely news today. We entered Mount Rainier National Park a couple hours ago. It's above 14,000 feet at the top of the mountain. We're nowhere near that. That's about the mountains we were at a couple days ago, about 7,000 or 8,000 feet. So it just towers over everything else in Washington. I'm still in Rainier National Park. I got real thirsty, so I went to this pond. Laying down, I was filtering this pond water, not loving it. And then a hiker named Thor comes up with a backpack full of this, and he offers me one. Why not?
Thank you very much.
Trail magic! Trail magic!
I was happy because I
came 2 miles short of our mileage goal today, but I'll take 2 trail magics over mileage any day. It looks like this whole area burned last year. A lot of fire closures last year. Really fortunate this year that there have been fires, but it hasn't been on trail for me. We're just hanging out at Mirror Lake. Jetpack's having brunch over there. We're about 9 miles out from Snoqualmie Pass. We're going to resupply there, maybe stay the night. They have a brewery that's awesome. They got pizza, they got everything, and that marks halfway into Washington. Looking down on Snoqualmie Pass. That's actually Highway 90. One side leads to Seattle, the other side leads to Massachusetts somewhere, so it goes across the country. This next section looks like it's going to be really nice, but we're going to go in and get some rest. We checked into our hotel. I got to sleep on the floor this time. It's my turn. It's supposed to rain all next week, but I got a fresh pair of shoes. I got 3 new pairs of socks I've been hoarding every resupply, so now I got 3 fresh pair of socks that are completely unworn. That's gonna do it for the first half of Washington, the first 250 miles. I got 250 miles left. I'm kicking back right now, keeping it classy with a can of rosé. Jetpack's drinking some red wine over there. What I got left is gonna be bittersweet. Every step I take from now on is a step towards finishing the PCT, going home, seeing friends, family, but it's also a step towards the end of the journey. So it's gonna be sad and it's also gonna be happy. We'll see how it goes. Peace out, homies.